Right, so I've measured up this blackwood and I've put some cut lines on here, and I'm using my fine bladed little Makita saw because it leaves a beautiful cut and it doesn't, should we say, fray that much on the underside, because it actually rotates anti-clockwise and it cuts on the upward motion. So I've got the rough surface facing up because I'm going to be surfacing it flat anyway. So I've got a straight edge here which is, you know, runs along the edge of the saw here, gives me a perfect straight line, and you know, is a pretty decent guide. Just a reminder, whenever you're, you know, making any sort of fine dust, when you're making anything with wood, wear a decent mask, okay? Because this stuff is like asbestos. It really is. And especially blackwood and MDF. Well known for giving lung problems. So heed a bit of advice, always use a mask. And I suppose that's one of the reasons they call this particular wood blackwood, because the natural resins inside the wood, you know, when you put a router, any sort of router tool on it, or even a saw cut, just turns it black. I'll bring you in for a closer look, and you know, this is absolutely smooth, you know. I mean, that's one of its main jobs. That's what it will do. You can you know, put a full tree trunk on here if you like, you know, as long as it fits under the gantry. And it'll plane it, it'll carve it, it'll do whatever you want. So, you know, a CNC router in real terms is, you know, indispensable, really. And I'll excuse the wind noises. I can't control the weather, unfortunately. But I'll bring you in for a closer look at what this has done. So you may be able to see that this is quite shiny. You know, like I say, this is the resin in the wood itself that you know, sort of, I wouldn't say is burnt, but it always happens with blackwood. It may be one of the reasons they call it blackwood, but you know, with a very good sanding, all this will go away to a beautiful colour of wood. But let's get the tool out of the way. So this will sand up to be beautiful, and it's very, very smooth. You will see some tooling marks, but really they're so fine you can't feel them. Can't feel them at all. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to plane the one edge here. So I'm going to do that with a 1/2 inch or 13mm long single twin flute router cutter. And I know what you're thinking. Why did that turn out to be a perfect cut and this go black? And I was thinking the same thing myself. And I checked this this fly cutter, 2-inch fly cutter, and it's as sharp as the day it was new. And I really don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for it, but I know every time that I have faced off blackwood on a CNC router, this is what happens. I mean, it's not a big drama. It takes a bit of sanding, but you know, you've got to sand it anyway. But there you go. I mean, it's perfectly smooth. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe someone out there can answer. If you do know, please, down in the comments section. So anyway, that is, that's the sort of job that you can do with a CNC router. I'll keep this video fairly short. It's going to be, I'm going to be repeating myself now for, another 3 of these. So the next job I'm going to do is put a couple of slots in here and get some biscuit joints and joint, pairs up together. I'll leave that for a second video because a lot of people just want to see the CNC routing. So in this particular video, we've measured these up, cut them in half, and faced off, well, the one. It's going to be an identical process with the other 2. So thank you for joining me for this video. Please like and subscribe, and if you'd like to consider becoming a patron to the channel, that would be a very good idea, because it is the patrons that keep this channel afloat. Okay then, so until the next video, it's bye for now.